Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Frankly FM84 and a big thank you for joining me on another episode of the potential superstars of FM22. So in the last episode I showed you Yeremy Pino, who is a player who starts off at Villarreal and was snapped up by PSG for £5.75 million and seems to be an absolute bargain in the game. And today hopefully we've got another one of those for you. He is Paulo Bernardo and starts the game at Benfica. In terms of his position, he plays as a central midfielder or an attacking midfielder in the centre. 19 years old, not played for any of the international teams yet for Portugal, but he's valued by Benfica at 6.4 to £19.5 million. Starts the game on a £2,800 a week contract until 2024. So looking at his stats, what can you expect? So in terms of his technicals, he has good crossing, dribbling, first touch, long shots, passing, penalty taking, tackling and technique. All the things that are probably needed for a bit of a midfield maestro. His mental stats are pretty good and well rounded for a young player. He has 12 aggression, 13 anticipation, 16 determination, 14 flair, 14 vision, 14 work rate, 13 in terms of teamwork. And then in terms of his physicals, he has a good block to build upon. He has acceleration of 11, agility of 12, balance of 13, jumping reach of 12, natural fitness of 15, pace of 12, stamina of 14, strength of 12. So he's not going to be pushed off the ball too easy as a 19-year-old. Looking in the bottom right-hand corner, you can see that in terms of experience, he has already played for Benfica's B team, playing 19 times and scoring 4 goals. So a bundle of raw potential. We think he's a player that when you see him in 5 years' time, you're going to like the look of him and how he turns out in FM22. But first, as always, before we jump on forward 5 years and show you what Paulo Bernardo looks like in FM22, if you're at this point of the video and you're still watching and you're enjoying it, please don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button. Not only will you keep up to date with everybody in this series, but it also will help the channel out so much. I appreciate all of the clicks from everybody who has stopped by the channel across the past couple of months. Everything that everybody does really means a lot. If you're one of those people that have already done it, let's jump on forward 5 years and we'll show you how Paulo Bernardo turns out in FM22. Okay, so here is the moment you've been waiting for. 5 years into the future, the date is the 1st of July 2026. Paulo Bernardo is now a 24-year-old Portuguese international who is contracted to Tottenham Hotspur. He has played 14 times for his national team, scoring 1 goal. He has 34 under-21 caps with 6 under-21 goals too. As I mentioned, he now plays for Tottenham. His positional sense hasn't changed. Still a midfielder centre and an attacking midfielder centre. And Tottenham value him between 45 to £136 million. Looking at his technical abilities, they've really started to develop. He now has great first touch of 16, passing of 16, technique is 15, penalty taking of 13, dribbling of 14, long shots of 14, everything you need to be a midfield maestro. Still, in terms of his mentals, he has anticipation of 16, decisions of 16, vision of 17, work rate 14, positioning 15, flair 15, composure 15, concentration 15. He's a player who is not going to be losing the ball in the middle of the park easy. And in terms of his physicals, this is where his development has really come on. In terms of acceleration, 14, agility 16, balance 16, natural fitness is 16, stamina is 17, strength is 14. When we look at his media description now, he's still just a midfielder, but his player traits are tries killer balls often, plays 1-2s, and likes to dictate the tempo of the game. So if we jump and look at his 5 years that he has played in the game, you can see that in 2021 he started off at Benfica with just 2 appearances, didn't even register a average rating. Then in 22-23 played 18 times, scoring 2 goals with a 6.71 average rating. In 23-24 29 games, 1 goal, 4 assists, 1 player of the match with 6.89 average rating. Then he played for the B team and the first team in 24-25, registering 33 first team games with 5 goals, 13 assists 8 Player of the Match awards, and 7.35 average rating. And then in 25-26, he really developed into the player that Tottenham spotted. You can see he played 34 times, scoring 7 goals with 18 assists, 4 Player of the Match awards, and a 7.53 average rating, which prompted Tottenham to go out and spend £48 million on Paulo Bernardo. So, Paulo Bernardo starts off the game as a bit of a rough diamond, and when he gets his move, Benfica have done a great job of polishing him up into the diamond that he has become. This kid is a potential superstar in FM22, and I think he's one that you can go out and try and buy. Not too sure about the £48 million that Tottenham spent. Maybe if you could get him a bit earlier on in the game, he might cost a little less. But if Benfica truly knew what they had, it probably should be double that amount. And I think that he is going to go on and be a special player in this game. So then, that's another player profile in the bag for the potential superstars of FM22. How impressed were you with how Paulo Bernardo turned out? Did his stats warrant a move to Tottenham for £48 million? Let me know in the description down below. As I said at the end of the profile, I think that potentially they could have got a bit more money for him. And looking at the way he's going to develop across the years, if you could get him earlier in the game for any less than what Tottenham paid, you are on to a winner. So again, if you are this far into the video and you're watching, you haven't subscribed and liked the video already, what are you waiting for? Hit the buttons down below to help the channel out. And this one, I'm going to be wrapping up. So a big thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next episode of Potential Superstars of FM22.